Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Aviator Z here, back with another aviation related video. Today we're unboxing another model. Without further ado, let's open up the box and reveal the model. Now under all of this packaging is the model itself, so let's reveal the model in its box. Now here is the model itself. It's an Icelandair Boeing 757-200 in 1:400 scale by Herpa Models. Now it's not just a regular Icelandair livery, it's actually the Herpa Aurora livery, also known as the Northern Lights livery. At the front of the box you can see the Icelandair logo, the Boeing 757-200, the 1:400 scale, and obviously the Herpa Models. And on the back of the box you can see the clip art of the model in real life. Again, in the top corner it says 1:400 scale, and at the bottom here it just says a bit of information in different languages. Now the top of the box is obviously a small picture of the aircraft and a bit of information about the aircraft as well. It says Icelandair Boeing 757-200 Hekla Aurora, and its reg is actually TF-FIU. And then again it has the Herpa Models logo and the 1:400 scale. The sides, it says the same information and the Herpa logo, and on the other side it shows the Herpa logo and the same information as the other sides, as well as the barcode. The bottom is the exact same as the top. It has a little picture of the aircraft, the information, and the Herpa logo, as well as the 1:400 scale. Now I feel we've taken a good look at the box, so let's actually have a look at the model in more detail. Now if you ever actually get a Herpa model, you actually get a free stand with it. So on the stand it actually says Icelandair, it says Boeing 757-200, the scale of 1:400, and the Herpa Models logo. Now what do I actually like about this model? Well, I'm not too keen on the 757, for some reason I just don't really like it. But as a model it looks really nice, and I had to get the Icelandair 757 in the Hekla Aurora livery because it just looks so neat. Seeing the Northern Lights is actually on my bucket list, so that's one of the reasons why I chose this specific Icelandair livery. How about we take a closer look and look at the aircraft in more detail. Now at the front of the aircraft we have the nose and the cockpit windows. Just down here it says Hekla Aurora, then we have the L1 door, the Icelandair title above the windows. Now just after the Icelandair titles we have the L2 door, and just down here under the L1 door we have the front landing gear. Now moving to the centre of the aircraft we have the two emergency overwing exits. We have engine 1, the main wing, and just at the end here is the winglet itself with the Icelandair logo on it. Then moving back to the fuselage we have the Wi-Fi dome. And just back here is the Icelandair flag and the registration of the aircraft, which is TF-FIU. And then just a bit further back here we have the L3 door, and at the tail we have the Icelandair logo and the Icelandair title. Here we have the two rear stabilizers and the APU exhaust. Now there's not really much else to say about the other side of the aircraft as it's the exact same. Now moving on to the underneath of the aircraft, we have obviously the main landing gear, which sadly do not roll. They are kind of flimsy as well, so they are quite easy to break, especially the front one, as it bends quite easily even if you touch it the slightest bit. On the underneath of the right wing we have the registration of the aircraft again, and just in the center of the fuselage we have the Herpa Models logo and the slot for the stand. So that's about it for taking a closer look at the aircraft. Let's see what my thoughts are on this model. Another thing I forgot to mention, even though the gear doesn't roll, it does actually tilt. Now as you can see here, I actually put the model on its stand, and the stand doesn't look too good. I will say that it is hard to put the model on the stand. It's kind of tough, so I wouldn't recommend it if you want to keep your models pristine. Now after this, I probably won't be using the stand at all. It'll probably just go back in its packaging and stay in the box. Now what are my thoughts on this model? Well, it's okay, I guess. It's definitely not one of the best I've ever had. The gear is quite flimsy and it can break quite easily, so I don't recommend throwing them about. As they are very weak wheels. Not very well glued on, I don't think, and I think they're quite thin plastic. So yeah, I don't, that's probably one of the downsides of the model. But apart from that, I think it's really good. It's very well detailed. It's probably one of the only Herpa models I will get. None of the other companies like NG models, Phoenix models, and Gemini jets, none of them have actually produced this model yet. It's kind of cool how it came with a stand, but it's not very good. I'm not going to mark that down because none of the other companies actually give you a stand, so it's kind of cool that you get one, but it's not brilliant. And moving on to the box. The box is okay. Its back is pretty cool. I like the back. I probably like the back more than the front. It's got this big picture of the aircraft. Another thing with the box is that there isn't any aircraft specifications like Gemini jets do, which is kind of sad, but it's not too important, but it adds a little bit more detail to the box. Another thing is that it doesn't have the flap, but that doesn't really bother me. So for the rating of the box, I'm probably going to give the box a 7 out of 10. And the model, I'm probably going to say an 8.5. The gear is a letdown.
Yeah, that is a big problem.
Because the gear doesn't roll, it's weak. It does have gear tilt, but I'm going to mark it down for that. So it's probably an 8 to 8.5 out of 10 for that. Yeah, you do get a free stand with it, but it's not really needed and it doesn't look very good on the stand, even though it has a few little aircraft details at the bottom. So yeah, I do recommend this model. I think it's really nice. I like it a lot.
Oh my god! Wow!
I don't think they can make the livery any better. It looks really nice. I'd be glad to have it in my collection, as well as having it in my future airport updates. But apart from that, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.